We're going to cast off now, and this is the actual plate placemat holder. You can see it's got a little bit of a stretch to it, but not enough to make any difference. And what I decided to do is there was too much lime in my colors, so I only used 1 lime and 2 of the special colors to equal 3 lines. Okay, and this is how thick that it came out to be. So if you're thinking, well, it's not very thick, look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? So let's cast off now, and what you'll need is a crochet tool. This makes it a lot more simpler, and this tool doesn't have the hook action that you see there, so it would be it's a little more difficult, though it's doable. Well, and my hook today is a size K, provided by Firestormcreations.com. You can just use a regular crochet needle if you have one. So what I'm going to do here is that if you got to look at the pattern here, and you see how we finished off on this peg, because the next one would be wrapping around there. We want to start with the opposite side. So if you finished on the other side, doesn't matter, that's the side that you're going to start with, so it's the opposite. So grabbing your crochet needle now, using your fingers, you're going to pull the loops up onto the crochet needle, and now you're going to rotate the needle toward the other side. You're going to pull up with your hands, and then using your fingers, just grab the first one that you grabbed and pull through. Okay, and what we need to do now at this particular point is that, see these loose stragglers? We're not going to cut our string at this time. That's a big time no-no, so if somebody tells you to do it, just say no. Just lie it over top the middle of this actual craft. Okay, lie it right down, smack down the middle. And as we crochet and attach everything, it's going to get stuck in between, and you'll never see where the starting point is of this. Okay, so I just dropped one hook while I was talking to you, so just put it back on. Okay, so we did, remember it was the opposite side, so we did this one, and now we're going to come diagonally down to the next one. Put it onto the hook. Okay, make sure you grab everything off the peg, and then pull, like so. Now to the other side, grabbing on. Okay, and now going down diagonally to the next one. It's important when casting off that we do it sequentially. Okay, keeping the wool down at the center. See how it's in between? It's just going to get caught in between. So it just stays out, will stay out of the view of the users. And make sure you grab them all. I'm missing one. This special yarn is really thin, so it's not always easy to tell when working with it. Going back to the other side. See how that crochet needle just grabs it and pulls it through? It's exactly what you want. So you don't need a cutting board. I'm sitting this on a cutting board. Reason for that today is that I am zoomed in a little bit, and I need to know where my wool will be. Sorry, where the camera angle will be. Because if I have a tendency to moving stuff and it's out of the camera view, so if I sat it on the board and I know the board is being focused in on, then I'll just keep everything on the board, not that you care about that stuff. See? So if you didn't do the whole board or the whole loom knitting tool like I did, so the whole loom knitting apparatus itself, then you would be finished a lot sooner. But because I did the whole thing, I have a little bit of a way to go. You can see it's kind of creating like a braid. So at the end of this, oops, I dropped it. So at the end of this, what we're going to do is that we're going to hide what we're going to do is we're going to re-stretch the exterior. The problem is that some people tell you to cut the strings way too early, and what happens is that if you cut it too small or not enough length on it, what are you going to do then? So we want to not cut the strings until after we know for sure how long we need to cut it at, because you really can't tell before you start doing this. What do you want?
I don't know, I'm just wondering what you're up to.
I'm casting off.
The reason why I need the cutting board soon.
Okay, it'll just be a few minutes. Maybe less than that. Okay,
Don't
so...
do it too tight.
I'm not.
Well, I think you are.
Give me some credit, boy. Okay, so we've just cast it off. Now we're just going to pull this through the loom. Okay, so the loom thing, and let's lay this back down. Okay, now you see how it's kind of like bunched in? That's exactly why we never cut our strings too early. What we need to do now is re-stretch this back out, and that stretching is because of these strings that are lying in the middle. So we're just going to re-stretch. Okay, so we just re-stretched, and now what we have left here on the hook, okay, we have it left on, so we're just going to wrap the string and pull it through that hole, through that final loop. And it's really kind of hard to see the loop because of all this special material. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now cut our string. Okay, cutting it about maybe 8 inches. And now we're going to weave this back in. So what we need to do is, where we pulled the string through the loop, we're now going to pull it out completely. So just keep pulling, like so. So now we're just going to work our way through the seam, just going through random spots, wrapping it around, and pulling it through. And again, making sure that when you do that, you are not stretching the thing or condensing it by wrapping it too tightly. So you didn't see me tying any knots, and that's because I didn't, because you're not going to. This is called weaving. So we're just weaving it into the seams. And if you don't weave long enough, so what happens is that if anybody stretches this, you'll be able to start to see, and this thing will start falling apart. But when you weave it almost 3/4 back into your project, there's no way that anybody's going to be able to pull that out. See how when I stretched that, it just sucked in? That's exactly what you're looking for. So I'm about 3/4 the way into the project. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is give it a good stretch. And see, it's not going to come out anymore. And that's where we're going to cut it. And then folding through the back. Now the other side, remember this is your starting point. Again, what you're going to just do is weaving it in. Oops, try it again. So just sticking it anywhere into the gap. Pulling it through. Throwing it over. Sometimes using your hands is a lot better than using tools. So I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to trim it. Because we started with the slip knot, it is actually a knot, so we're not worried about this side falling out. And that's why we didn't have to go so far. And there you have another well done placemat.